Today, the first extraordinary consistory of Pope Leo's papacy has come to an end. This morning, the Holy Father opened the second day of the gathering by presiding over Mass in St. Peter's Basilica. He then met with cardinals to discuss several themes. In his homily, the Pope stressed the importance of discerning what the Lord asks of them for the good of his people. He also urged the cardinals to heed Jesus' call to respond to the desire for peace of humanity, which struggles for survival amid misery and emptiness. The consistory included communal prayer, group work, and reports from different cardinals on how to be a missionary church in today's world and how to proclaim the gospel with Christ at the center. Joining us now from Rome is Dr. Matthew Bunson, Vice President and Editorial Director of EWTN News. Matthew, thank you so much for coming on.
Good evening, Veronica.
So what was the purpose of this meeting of the cardinals?
Well, there were certain assumptions that Pope Leo might be unveiling some sort of revolutionary change to the College of Cardinals, that sort of thing. In fact, what this extraordinary consistory was fulfilling a promise that Pope Leo had made to the members of the College of Cardinals at the time of his election last May. He had heard from them that they wanted to be brought to Rome more often. They wanted to consult with him, and he wanted to consult with them more often. He promised that, and here we are at the start of 2026 with him delivering on that promise. And the way he has structured this is that this is now a permanent feature of this pontificate.
What was accomplished and what do you think will come from this gathering?
Yeah, as I was saying, there were no dramatic statements, no final reports that we're going to issue from this. In fact, one of the cardinals at the press briefing this evening commented on that. That's in many ways the point, that Pope Leo is going to bring the cardinals back here in June to complete their work on the various topics that they were supposed to discuss over the last couple of days. And then he promised as well that it is likely that in the coming years, he will have them gather at least once a year. So we can see this now as part of an ongoing process of his relationship with the College of Cardinals. It's also classic with Pope Leo. He likes to consult, he likes to listen before making decisions. Now, what will be the long-term fruits of this, we will see, I suspect, in various documents that he tends to issue. And we can look forward to what he has to say on such issues as evangelization, on synodality, and on the liturgy.
In addition to more gatherings, what else does this tell us about Pope Leo's vision for the church?
Yeah, he is very collaborative. He likes to work in continuity, but he also likes to listen a lot before he acts. As I was saying, his consultative nature is of someone who listens and then discerns, but he also wants to hear from his cardinals. He wants to hear what is happening in the life of the church. And to that point, he made an important question. He posed it to them in one of his speeches to them over the last 2 days, and that he asked the question, is there life in the church? And he knows there is. We all know there is. But he wants to activate that. He wants to make sure that life in the church is truly everywhere. And he is sending his cardinals back to their diocese and archdiocese to answer that question for themselves, and then to come back in June to talk more with him about the future of the church.
Dr. Matthew Bunson, thank you so much.
Great to be with you.